I can guarantee that you have gone to the depths at least once while progressing and building Deepwoken. But instead of only escaping, maybe you should start doing other things. Because it isn't all about death and run, okay? So here are 10 things to do in the depths in Deepwoken. Layer 2. Around 2 years ago, the developers released Deepwoken Verse 2, one of the game's biggest updates. Now this update introduced Layer 2, a new area connected to the depths, where players can fight bosses and earn exclusive weapons and rewards. And since Layer 2 has become a major part of the game, it's worth learning how to complete it if you haven't already. Hell Mode. Hell Mode is a big event you can start in the depths to get a lot of enchants and relics. It's another PvE thing where you kill a ton of mobs for chests with good things in them. Although you should be very careful if you do Hell Mode, because depth skankers might come and steal your loot, or they could just gank you till you wipe. And that means that you have to start all over again with your build. Depth skanking. As mentioned before, you might get ganked or you might be the one ganking. Depth skanking is something a lot of good players do nowadays, since it's very intense because of the risk of wiping down there. And also it's very popular among guilds and big YouTubers like Crimson Kaido, who does depth wagers, and Inu, who ganks guilds alongside his friends. Deepbound. Deepbound is a progression method where you basically spawn in the depths and get access to a ton of NPCs and all of Castle of Light, which is the place where you go down to layer 2, and yeah, it's seen as one of the fastest form of progressions with a risk of wiping in one death, which is one of the downsides to Deepbound. Deepbound is very good for PvE builds because it gives you access to all the Castle Light NPCs, which means that you can bank things and sell things to the antiquarian while also farming a lot of mobs for good things, for relics and for enchants. Deluvian mechanism. Deluvian mechanism is a wave-based dungeon in Deepwoken where you get up to 50 waves of mobs for the exchange of tons of chests with relics and good equipment. It can also be done to progress faster in Deepbound if you are with a friend who can carry you, or if you're good enough to kill a lot of waves of mobs. You can also restart the Deluvian mechanism, and nowadays there are a lot of builds out there that are specifically made for this, just so you can get your free relics. Heart of Enmity. Heart of Enmity is a boss which can be done in the Depths Trial if you are more than a certain amount of people on the Depths Trial elevator. It's a very good boss with very good drops, by the way. I recommend it, and exclusive equipment that can be used for PvP builds. It definitely has meta things and it has way too good of equipment, I'm telling you. I'll drop a Discord for an Enmity carry server where you can join a conference and join the host to do an Enmity and basically just get like a free carry and a ton of loot. Shadowcast Trainer. In the city of Bloodrun, which is one of the 4 cities in the depths, you can actually get the Shadowcast attunement. Now, most Deepwoken players actually already have this attunement because they've done it before, but if you're a new player, then you should probably get the attunement if you haven't already. Now, luckily, when you do get Shadowcast, you don't have to go to the depths to upgrade Shadowcast mantras, but instead go to the trainer in the overworld who can only upgrade those mantras and not teach you a Shadowcast. Meaning that the only downside of this is every time you want to get Shadowcast, you have to go down to the depth if you don't have to echo unlock Elementalist. Devat. It's a specific trial meant to grant you exclusive endgame items, and it starts by you speaking to the Gaunt Man, who's a slender guy who gives you a quest. In this trial, you have 3 different trials, or sub-trials. You have the Fury Nautilodont, which is a Fury Squibbo, the Prime Megalodon, which is a Prime Sharko, and then you got the last trial, which is the Parliament, which is basically an owl with 3 heads. Now, it used to be very popular back when it released, but it kind of died out. But it's still very highly recommended since it gives a lot of boss exclusive things, such as the Etheron exclusive monster mantra, which is like a bone wisp, and a lot of world event boss exclusive enchant stones. Now all of this is bought from the Gauntman's shop with the VAT exclusive items and some overworld things as well. Yonsho and shrines. If you ever feel like you need to use the shrines but don't want to go around the whole overworld map, then you should just go down to the depths. Every shrine is down there in one place, and even Yonsho is there, meaning that you can use an idol of Yonsho wish without an idol of Yonsho, just by speaking to Yonsho himself. Bloodrun Trainer. Now, just as Shadowcast, there is another attunement you can get through the depths. If you go down to layer 2, you can encounter the Bloodrun Trainer to get the Bloodrun attunement, which is also the latest attunement in the game. You have to have eliminated Chaser at least once though to do this. After getting Bloodrun once, you can start getting it in the overworld, compared to Shadowcast where you have to always go down to the depths to get it. Now you can actually just get it in the Derelict High Church in Songseeker, which is also where the Shadowcast mantra upgrader is. But now the only comparison here is that you can get Bloodrun without going down to layer 2. And that is 10 things to do in the depths. thank you all for watching, and tell me if you got more things you can do in the depths down below in the comments. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.